Okay, this is our first player profile. Today we have Marty Caldwell.
How you doing?
Good, how about yourself?
I can't complain, sir.
You are one of the six F6s.
I am?
F6 Fs.
F6F.
Wow, I got that wrong.
First six fuckers.
There you go. All right. When did you start playing disc golf?
Let's see, Benny brought me out in 2004.
2004.
Yes.
Okay. How were you when you first started?
Absolutely atrocious. If it wasn't out of bounds, it was stuck 100 feet up in a tree.
Oh, there you go. All right. Did you find church or did church find you?
Church found me.
Okay. How did that come about?
Well, like I said, I was working with Benny. Benny was telling me all about this thing, disc golf, which sounded like a real faggoty sport to me. And I thought, you know what the hell, I'll go give it a shot. And like most people, got stuck with it. It stuck hard. Pretty quick I was addicted, spending every dime I had on discs and bags. And here I am today.
All right.
Broken and trying to keep going.
I like that. So what was it like when you guys first started going out? I mean, was it a large group? Was it a small group?
It was a small group. There actually was just 6 of us.
Okay.
And it was us against League. Jack and Ken and all those guys.
Wow, were you guys playing at the same time, or?
We'd cross paths
Okay.
along the ways, and they kind of felt like they owned the course, and so it became an instant rivalry.
Okay, I know, because that's continuing, but we're trying to mend those fences a little bit.
We are working on that.
So, who were the first 6 fuckers?
The first 6 fuckers were Benny Cerna, Mike Erickson, myself, Eric Gandy. How many do I have there? 5?
4.
Chucky Wilson, and we gave it to Gavin, my brother, but I would have to say that it's a toss-up between Gavin and Kyle Greenwood.
Okay. All right. Back in those days, was Kyle wearing shirts with sleeves, or was he still sleeveless?
Kyle has always been sleeveless.
I figured that's why he doesn't get any of the church shirts that we come out with.
Absolutely. Well, he's a manimal. We don't want our stuff destroyed.
There you go. Kind of take me through the journey since 2004. Like, how has church changed, or what's kind of going on through the last 12 years?
Well, let's see. The last 12 years. When we first started, we had no rules. Didn't care. The only thing we were out there to do was have a good time, party. Mm-hmm. Mike Erickson, of course, was the ultimate golfer. So everybody was striving to beat Mike.
Okay.
That was my only goal. I really wanted to beat Mike.
All right.
Then Kyle kind of came along the way, and Kyle had a lot of ideas. He didn't want children out there, no ladies. So we started getting a few rules. Got a little more format, if you will, to the group. Mm-hmm. I took a disliking to League one day. We were on hole 8, they were on hole 17, and they told us that we needed to wait and let them throw through. But it was okay, and I quote, "We're League." And I turned around to the group and I said, you know what, fuck those guys. We're going to do whatever we can to make this group big enough that we outclass them and we own this course. And that's when I set out to start making shirts and dealing with all of that stuff.
Okay. Damn. Are you a proud member of church?
Absolutely.
Why?
Isn't it fun to be the black sheep?
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I enjoy being the black sheep. I think we're a good group.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody there is in for the same thing, a good time. There's no snooty snobby going on.
Mm-hmm.
We accept anybody.
Yeah.
And I enjoy seeing new blood coming out, promoting the sport. I think that church does a really good job of that.
I would have to agree with you on that. Who created the first church shirts?
Gavin.
Okay. Do you remember what year that was?
I'm going to say it was 2008.
2008. Was it the original logo, or?
Yes.
Okay. And it really hasn't changed much over the years until this year?
Has not.
Okay. How many church shirts do you own?
I have 4 church shirts and 2 sweatshirts.
Oh,
and 2 hats.
nice. We were thinking about doing hats again.
Hats
next
are
year.
awesome.
Okay. But it's the young blood versus the old blood.
Well, this old blood has no hair, so hats are important.
Yes. It's actually between flat bills and curved.
I don't care either way, as long as it's covering my bald head.
And then checkered hats. That was the other one. Checkered hats versus.
Oh, really?
Yeah, versus one like you're wearing now.
Yeah, okay. There's an idea.
Well, we'll have to duke that one out later.
Certainly.
During one tournament, you'd encouraged everyone to come out and play church.
Yes, I did.
You quickly stopped that.
Yes.
Why?
What a loaded question. Thank you.
These aren't going to be easy.
Why did I stop? Or why did I ask everybody else to stop?
Why did it stop?
Why did it stop? Tournamenting for me stopped because of my neck. I really did push it a lot. Nobody was really interested in doing tournaments at the time, except for Benny and myself. And I just had such a great time and started meeting so many new people. I was pretty socially isolated, to be honest with you, as far as having a lot of friends. I didn't have a whole lot of friends, and the sport brought them to me. So I found that just enthralling. Like, it really did bring a whole new piece of my life to me that I enjoyed. My weekends were completely absorbed, and my wife never saw me again. So the tournament thing became big to me, and I started pushing it, and then somewhere along the lines, I just started hurting too much to go out, so I stopped.
Right.
And a few of the guys in the group kind of take it personal, but it's not personal, Mike. It's not personal, Mike. I promise. I'd love to be there, but I just can't stand to be there and not play.
Right. Okay. Well, during that one tournament, because I was there when you had made that announcement, you were up, Jack. It was during one of Jack's tournaments. You came up, and you're like, "Come on, play church. Come on." And for about a month, we had a real good turnout, and then we kind of just shut everybody off. Was that purposeful, or was it?
We weren't prepared for the turnout that we had, and we weren't prepared to deal with how to get a game done in 2.5 hours with 26 people.
Yes.
And it became, it's very cliquish. Everybody wants to play with their buddy, and it's very hard to limit a card to 6 people.
Right.
So I tried for a while, then I put it off on Mike. Mike didn't care for that either. So that's kind of where we just went, oh, fuck it.
Okay. Yeah. Because that's where you guys put me now.
Absolutely. It's a rough spot to be.
It is. I realize when everyone from church gets together, the old church plays together,
Yes.
and everyone gets outcast to 8, 10. It's nothing personal against them,
No, it's not.
but for the most part, it's actually kind of working out now. Hopefully, it will continue to do so. Those of us new to church, we've seen your scars.
Sure.
Can you explain what happened? We don't want to pry in your personal life, but
Sure. The zipper on the back of my head, I broke my neck, C1 through C3. I'm fused 1 through 3. When I was 16, I decided to have a joyous weekend of drinking and driving, and was ejected from a car. Spent the next year in bed, traction in a halo. Gosh, that was 1990. I was 17, so yeah, that's where the zipper came from, and a nice scar on the head and the face. Just got tossed out a window.
well, yeah, I've kind of asked you a couple times. I never actually knew that whole story.
Yeah, I was just young and dumb. Mom was gone for the weekend. She's a teacher in White River. She stayed the weekend in White River, and I decided I was going to have a hell of a good time. And I did. Polished it off with a nice fat emergency bill and a trip to the valley and surgery and all that good stuff.
Well,
that's kind of what's keeping me from golf now. It's just caught up with me finally.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. How has the course changed in 15 or in 12 years since?
Jeez. I would say the course changed very little the first 6 years we were out there, and then finally we kind of got in with Jack and Ken and rubbed shoulders and elbows and kind of shined them on a little bit, and they took to us. So we mended the fences a little bit. And I just approached Jack one day on how it is that we can sponsor a hole. He let me know, and we ran with it. So at that point, church and league kind of turned into a coexisting party, mutually working together on the course. We've added probably 6 to 8 positions.
Mm-hmm.
But mostly, I would say mostly the course has changed just by people's desire to keep it up, make it nice, and make walkways. Brett with all of his grooming that he does during the summertime before the tournaments, those types of things.
Right.
There were no elevated positions out there 12 years ago. Pads had just been poured 12 years ago. There were just dirt tee pads with a wooden border.
Right.
So yeah, 12 years ago they poured the pads, as rough as they may be. But
Okay.
we're glad to have them.
Because we every so often when we're walking out like on 10 or if you on 7 you go to the right of the path, you see remnants of.
Yes. Old short positions.
Okay.
The course has probably changed as far as what hole was what number 3 different times.
Okay.
Twice before I started golfing.
Okay. So you just came in for the last of it.
Yes.
Okay. How has your game changed in the last 15 or last 12 years?
My game's changed a lot. I started out as a forehand guy, and about 4 years into it, in 2008, I tore my rotator cuff in my arm. So I had to go have surgery on that, and about 8 months later, I came back and tried to throw and could not. It hurt so bad. So I relearned completely how to throw a backhand, and that took probably a good year to figure out.
Right.
And now I try to stay exclusively to the backhand because it's much easier on my shoulder.
Okay. Notice you don't run up at all.
No run up. If I were to run up, I would probably do a 360 and hit those behind me.
Well, we thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. We know you've had a tough couple of years, and tough's not really a strong enough word for it.
Sure.
We're not going to pry into your personal life. That's not why we're here. But do you miss playing every week?
I miss you guys significantly. Golf and my buddies at golf are my entire world outside of my family. So yeah, I mean, sitting at home on the weekends stinks. I want to be out there bad.
Right.
But to be quite honest with you, I'd be there every weekend, but I Jones, I want to throw. I really do. And if I do, I'm tore up the rest of the week. So I try to limit myself, but I'm still looking for ways to get out there and do it.
All right. Well, we're going to keep bugging you to get you out there. You know that.
Yes, I do, and I appreciate it.
Church has changed in the past couple of years. Young guns keep pushing and moving it forward.
Yes, they do.
You approve of it.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely. I want church to be as big as it could be. You know, just because we've turned the reins over, doesn't mean that we wouldn't like to see, or at least I wouldn't like to see, church get as big as could be. You know, I love the idea. I really do. Like I was saying earlier, the whole thing about outdoing the league, I meant that from the bottom of my heart. I wanted league to just crumble into dust like the old men that they were. Now, I can't say that I have hatred for them, because I've grown to actually have a couple of guys in league that are really good friends. You know, Ken and Jack are my friends now.
Right.
At the time they weren't. I'll admit that. But I've grown to like them and have a pretty decent relationship with them.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I like to see the young guns out there. Sucks getting my butt kicked by them, but shoot, That's awesome. You know.
Agree.
It used to be 12 years ago. If you saw 10 people on the course in a day, you were amazed. Now you might see 30, 40, 50 people out there. You might see 3 or 4 families you've never met before.
Right.
You know, there's people from out of state coming to play. So I think that's super cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Should church group be easy or hard to join?
I don't think it should be hard to join. I think you should come out, and if you click, awesome. If you don't, then you get relegated to full 10. However that works. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I don't think that we should turn anybody away. That was the whole thing. Is league made everybody feel like A, they had to have $5 in their pocket, and B, if you couldn't shoot 6 down, you weren't welcome. And that was kind of the basis behind it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody was welcome. We don't care how you play. Just come play with us. Let's have some fun.
Absolutely. I know, because the first couple times I went out there, I was atrocious.
Yeah, we all are when we first start, right?
Yep. And you helped me out a lot, and you put me at ease.
Right on.
And we appreciate that. And
That was the idea, to make everybody comfortable.
yep. You know, what kind of the way it's handled now is if you come out consistently, you're a member of church. You can't just show up once or twice,
Sure.
here and there, and call yourself church. It has to be a little more consistent,
I agree with that.
thing. Where would you like to see church group go in 5 years from now?
You know, ultimately, it would be real slick to have a church group disc golf course.
Wow.
If you really want to reach for the stars,
Yeah.
just flat out have our own course. Designed and built by us with our logo out front.
That is bold. That is bold. I like it though.
Why not? There's courses getting built every day.
Starting to plant the seed. There's land around here.
Yes, sir, there is.
All right. Which is worse? Shooting plus 10 or the Cowboys beating the Giants?
Cowboys beating the Giants every day.
Okay. Sorry, folks, my phone's going off. Hole 9 is your hole. What changes would you like to see made to it, if any?
I'd like to see another position.
Another position, okay.
I would like to see another position. I'd like to hang a basket between the 2 trees. A little bit more elevated, off a chain.
Ooh.
Thought about it for quite some time, haven't quite figured out how to do it, but that's what I would like to do.
Okay.
And it stinks that my out of bounds spring doesn't fill up with water anymore. I really liked that.
Yeah.
You had to get in and get dirty to get your disc back. Unfortunately, it's been so dry that it just doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. About all you could really do with a 237-foot hole. I mean, beans were already crossing fairways. I couldn't make it any longer. So.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. What hole would you like to see changed? Any hole in the course.
Seven.
Okay.
I'd like to see 7 changed. I would like to actually see some type of fairway, whether it be 6 foot wide or 8 foot wide, just a little fairway.
Okay.
But as Jack would say, we can make them all look like 18. So I doubt it'll ever happen, but that would be my favorite.
Okay.
Change 7.
Absolutely. Well, I've talked to him about it, and it ain't happening.
No, it's not.
No. Samantha, when you asked to see my eyes on hole 9 a week ago Sunday, when you saw them, what went through your mind?
The high of the Jew.
Yeah, that was not one of my more proud moments.
I was very proud. I was proud for you.
I didn't even know my name, dude.
Let loose and let go, baby.
Nice.
I like it.
What was the funniest moment in a church round to you?
Probably the funniest thing I've ever seen is Benny fall flat on his face on hole 7.
Okay.
Flat on his chin. The next one, I better not say Mike would be offended.
Okay. This isn't the talking back to me thing.
It might be.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't there for it, but the one story that always gets me is when Chucky tied the bag of crushed beer cans to Trixie.
Absolutely. That was hilarious.
Still laugh every time I picture that one. What was your best moment during a church round?
Acing hole 9, that's how it became my hole.
Really?
Yep.
What was-
The old long position sat behind my raised pyramid.
Mhm.
And I nailed that. It's my first ace.
About to ask that. Was that your first one?
Yep. And I happened to only have 2 out of 12 years.
Wow.
Hole 4 and hole 9.
Nice.
Yeah.
Who was there for it?
Mike was there. Manny Duran, Benny Cerna, Eric Gandy, Kyle Greenwood. Those are the folks I remember.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Couple easy questions. What's your favorite movie?
Favorite movie? Caught me slipping here, Sean. Let's see. Anything by Quentin Tarantino.
Okay.
Anything by Quentin Tarantino.
All right. What's your favorite band or singer or whatever?
My favorite band? Pearl Jam.
Okay. You have a favorite TV show?
Favorite TV show? Street Outlaws.
Okay. And what sport do you like to watch the most?
Football, baby.
I knew that one was coming.
Go Giants.
All right. I'm going to rattle off a bunch of things real quick. It's kind of called like the lightning round.
Sure.
In a perfect round, like, obviously in a perfect round you would ace everything, but like, you're playing your best.
Okay.
What would you get on each hole? Par or birdie? Okay?
In a perfect round?
Yeah, and I'm going to read them off
Okay.
to you. Hole 1, long position.
I have birdied it, but it'd be a par.
Okay. Hole 2, long.
Par.
Hole 3, short.
Birdie.
Hole 4, straight.
Birdie.
Hole 5, short.
Birdie.
Hole 6 on the stump.
3. Par.
Hole 7, long.
Par.
Hole 8, long.
Birdie.
Ooh. Hole 9, pyramid.
Birdie.
Hole 10 to the left.
Par.
Hole 11, long.
Par.
12 in the center.
Birdie.
13 right.
Birdie.
14 hanging.
Birdie.
15 and 16. Birdie, birdie.
Of course they'd be birdies, yeah.
17 long.
Par.
18 regular.
Birdie.
All right. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 down.
That's actually 3 better than I've ever shot.
That would be a heck of a round.
It would.
All right. If Treesus came down and gave you a choice, any hole at Woodland that you could par for the rest of your life, you'll never birdie it, you will never bogey. Which hole would it be?
Hole 11, please.
Hole 11? Okay. I agree with that. Or 17 would be the other one. It's, and that sucker's
17's
long.
pretty long. 17's pretty long.
And I know the answer to these next 2 questions.
All right.
I'll just see if you know the answers. What holes give you the most trouble?
Most trouble for me.
Yeah, there's 3 of them you consistently shoot over par.
I think you've been watching me. Definitely hole 11.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely hole 17. And I'd have to say 7.
Actually, hole 1.
I was thinking 1, but I'm prouder than that, so I'm not going to admit it.
So you typically par 7. We're going to take 9, 15, 16 out of it.
Okay.
What holes are the easiest for you? There's 3 that you consistently, besides those 3, that you consistently shoot under par.
Leaving 9, 15, 16 out?
Yeah.
13, 3, and 4.
13 is incorrect. 3 and 4 are correct.
What am I missing?
18.
18.
You consistently.
Nice.
Yep.
Means it's wide open, I should.
Who do you hate to lose to?
Mike Erickson.
Who do you like to win over?
Mike Erickson.
Okay. What's the feeling of getting the number 1 card?
Oh man, that's a super achievement. Because there's like 10 or 12 guys standing there that really, really want it, and at least 4 of them are right there. So I really enjoy getting that. It's been a long time since I have.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I dig that. There was a point in time where I was arrogant enough to take pictures of it, and then I'd text them out to everybody.
Right.
It's been years since I've done that.
That was, about a year and a half ago. It was the last time.
There you go.
You texted me. Oh, okay. When you come out to play church, it's like an event.
Sure.
Like you bring out people who, out of the woodwork to play.
Sure.
How's that make you feel?
Makes me feel good. Like, disc golf's the one thing that really brought out a positive side of my personality. Like, if you would have met me before golf, you would have thought I was an asshole, Sean. To be quite honest with you.
Okay.
Golf just really did bring a positive side to my personality out. Like I said earlier, most of my friends are golfers.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have a whole lot of type people. I was mostly guarded and on the defense when it came to meeting new people.
Right.
Until golf came into my life.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Would you be open to recapping a round of church for the website?
Absolutely.
Okay. When you come out one time, we'll sit down afterwards.
All
We'll
right.
grab a beer, and we'll. You can, if you don't want to type or anything like that, I'll whip it out for you. But
Cheers.
all right, beautiful. Do you dislike or like the Facebook page?
I like it. I think it's an awesome addition.
Yep.
I think it's super cool. I do.
The website,
I like that too.
the YouTube videos.
Dig it all.
Cool.
They're all advancements that just better the entire idea.
Mhm.
Anything you can do to push the name and the activity out there, it's all right with me, bud.
All right. I'm going to get an ace on video from someone at church. I'm going to.
It better be you.
I've had my ace. I'm done for my life. Okay, 2 questions left. What would you say to the new members of church?
I would say to them exactly what Chucky told me. Crack a beer and don't throw 7.
Those are sound words.
That's exactly what I was told my first game at church. Chucky said, hey man, here's a beer, crack it. Don't throw a 7. So that's my goal the whole entire round.
There you go. I like it. All right, the last one. What message do you have for church?
I love you guys. First 6 fuckers and the last 17 editions. Every one of you guys are awesome. And if I can't play, I'm always thinking about you. Each and every weekend. You all are good people. And I'm glad to call you all my friends.
Well, Marty, thank you very much.
You're welcome,
I hope
sir.
that was painless for you.
Painless as could be, bud.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Marty Caldwell. We'll have this up on the web probably tomorrow.
looking forward to seeing my ugly mug.